Hey guys, welcome back to another Bible reading. I thought we should just finish up Genesis tonight, let's do this. Okay. Jacob blesses his sons, chapter 49. You guys watched the video from before. It really just kind of setting up everything that's going to happen. Okay, chapter 49. Then Jacob... let me fix the camera just a little bit. Then Jacob called for his sons and said, "Gather around me so I can tell you what will happen to you in the days to come." Dun dun dun. Okay, simple and listen, the sons of Jacob. Listen to your father Israel. Reuben, you are my firstborn, my might, the first sign of my strength, excelling in honor, excelling in power, the turbulent as waters, you will no longer excel. For you went up onto your father's bed, onto my couch, and defiled it. Dang. I kind of did, actually. Simon, Levi are brothers. Their swords are weapons of violence. Let me not enter their council. Let me not join their assembly. For they have killed men in their anger, and hamstrung oxen as they please. Cursed be their anger so fierce, and their fury so cruel. I will scatter them in Jacob, and disperse them in Israel. Judah, your brothers will praise you. Your hand will be on the neck of your enemies. Your father's son will bow down to you. You are the lion's cub. Judah, you will return from the prey, my son. Like a lion, he crouches and lies down. Like a loneliest who dares to ruse him. Dang, some really wise words coming from Jacob right now. The scepter will not depart from Judah, nor the ruler's staff from between his feet, until he to whom it belongs shall come, and the obedience of nations shall be his. He will tether his donkey to a vine, his colt to his choicest branch. He will wash his garments in wine, his robes in the blood of grapes. His eyes will be darker than wine, his teeth whiter than milk. Dang, some scary stuff. Issachar is a I skipped someone. Zebulon will live by the seashores and become a haven for ships. His border will extend toward Sidon. Issachar is a raw bone, donkey lying down among the sheep pens. When he sees how good his resting place and how pleasant is his land, he will bend his shoulder to the burden and submit to the forced labor. Dan will provide justice for his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan will be a snake by the roadside, a viper along the path, that bites the horse's heel, so that its rider trembles backward. I look for your deliverance, Lord. Gad will be attacked by a band of raiders, but he will attack them at their heels. Asher's field will be rich. He will provide delicacies fit for a king. Naphtali is a doe set free that bears beautiful fawns. Joseph is a fruitful vine near a spring whose branches climb over a wall. With bitterness archers attack him. They shot at him with hostility, but his bow remained steady. His strong arms stayed limber. Because of the hand of mighty one of Jacob, because of the shepherd, the rock of Israel, because of your father's God who helps you, because of the Almighty who blesses you with the blessings of skies above, blessings of deep springs below, the blessings of the beast's breasts and womb. Your father's blessings are greater than the blessings of the ancient mountains, than the bounty of an age-old hills. Let all these rest on the road, or rest on the head of Joseph, on the brow of the prince among his brothers. Benjamin is a raven. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to speak faster. Okay, just take your time, Greg. Ravenous wolf. In the morning he devours the prey, in the evening he divides the plunder. All these are All these are the 12 tribes of Israel. This is what their father said to them when he blessed them, giving each the blessing appropriate to them. Basically, he has 12 sons, and he basically tells them, it's like, hey, this is what's, kind of go for, We don't know, but this is what's going to happen. Okay? Death of Jacob. Then he gave them these instructions. I am about to be gathered to my people. Bury me with my fathers in the cave in the field of Ephron the Hittite, the cave in the field of Mashpelah near Mamre and Canaan, which Abraham brought along with the field as a burial place from Ephron the Hittite. There Abraham and his wife Sarah were buried. There Isaac and his wife Rebekah were buried. And there I buried Leah, the field and the cave, and in it where he brought from the Hittites. When Jacob had finished giving instructions to his sons, he drew his feet up into the bed, breathed his last, and was gathered to his people. Poor Jacob. I love Jacob. Chapter 50. Last chapter, guys. We can do this. Joseph threw himself on his father and wept over him and kissed him. Then Joseph directed the physicians in his service to embalm his father Israel. So the physicians embalmed him, taking a full 40 days. Dang! 40 days to embalm someone? That was the time required for embalming. Okay, 40 days. That's a long time. That's a month and 2 weeks. Well, depending on how the calendar worked back there, And the Egyptians mourned for him 70 days. So we're already looking at 2.5 months already now. When the days of mourning had passed, Joseph said to the Pharaoh's court, "If I have found favor in your eyes, speak to the Pharaoh for me. Tell him, my father made me swear an oath and said, I am about to die. Bury me in the tomb I dug for myself in the land of Canaan. Now let me go up and bury my father, then I will return." The Pharaoh said, "Go up, bury your father, as he made you swear to do." So Joseph went up to bury his father. All the Pharaoh's officials accompanied him, the dignitaries of his court, and all the dignitaries of Egypt, besides all the members of Joseph's household, and the brothers and those belonging to his father's household. Only their children, their flocks, and their herds were left in Goshen. The chariots and the horsemen also went up with him. It was a very large company. When they reached the threshing floor of Atad near Jordan, they lamented loudly and bitterly, and there Joseph observed a 7-day period of mourning for his father. When the Canaanites who lived there saw the mourning at the threshing floor of Atad, they said, "The Egyptians are holding a solemn ceremony of mourning. That is why that place near Jordan is called Abel Mizraim." So Jacob's sons did as he had commanded them. They carried him into the land of Canaan, buried him in the cave in the field of Machpelah near Mamre, which Abraham had brought along with the field as a burial place from Ephron the Hittite. After burying his father, Joseph returned to Egypt, together his brothers and all his others who had gone with him to bury his father. Dang. So basically, they had a giant crowd. It'd be like if the president died. You would see, well, I don't know about Trump. Nothing against you, Trump, It'd be like if Obama died. So many people would come to be there for his death, Joseph reassures his brothers. When Joseph's brothers saw that their father was dead, they said, "What if Joseph holds a grudge against us and pays us back for all the wrongs we did to him?" So they sent word to Joseph saying, "Your father left these instructions before he died. This is what you are to say to Joseph. I ask you to forgive your brothers the sins and the wrongs they committed in treating you so badly. Now please forgive the sins of the servants of the gods of your father when their message came to him, Joseph wept. And someone's driving a crazy car outside. I don't know if you guys could have heard that, but yeah. His brothers then came and threw themselves down before him. "We are your slaves," they said. But Joseph said to them, "Don't be afraid. I am in place of God. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. So then, don't be afraid. I will provide for you and your children." He reassured them and spoke kindly to them. Death of Joseph. See, now Joseph dies. So now it's just going to be the brothers. Joseph stayed in Egypt along with all his father's family. He lived 110 years. So he's about, I think it was like 40, 50 more years or less years than his dad. But you gotta remember, like, if you go from Abraham, they started, going down in age. I think after Joseph, they start, going down to like 80, 90 years old. And saw the third generation of Ephraim's children. Also the children of Machir, son of Manasseh, were placed at birth on Joseph's knees. And then Joseph said to his brothers, "I am about to die, but God will surely come to your aid and take you up out of this land to the land he promised, on oath to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." And Joseph made the Israelites swear an oath and said, "God will surely come to your aid, and then you must carry my bones up from this place." So Joseph died at the age of 110, and after they embalmed him, he was placed in a coffin in Egypt. Dang. So that means we could actually find his bones. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if they've actually found Joseph's bones, but if they actually found a temple or a pyramid in Egypt with Joseph's bones, that would explain so much. But it takes a lot of excavating and stuff. Anyways, that's the end of Genesis. Next time we'll be going on to Exodus. I just want to finish this book for you guys so we can get on to the next one. We'll get there. Not by the end of the year, but we'll get there, guys. Just want to thank you guys for watching and always staying there with me. I know I have a terrible speech impediment, but hey, thanks for staying around, guys. I know I'm not the best speaker. Please share with your friends. Let God's word get out there. Just have a nice night. Don't let anything bad happen to you guys. And keep up the praying. It always helps. Helps me a lot in bad times. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.